Hey guys, it's Chris and I'm getting this react done to Amber's latest vlog. Well, at the time of filming this, it's Monday, early afternoon, when I'm filming this, titled Got My CT Scan, I'm Scared and Sobriety Update. Now, I have watched a couple of reacts to this and I'm really frustrated that I'm going to have to dispel more medical misinformation that Amber's giving in this video and more bashing of medical workers and basically damaging their reputations. So I have a bunch of other stuff to record. I don't want this one to take too long, but who knows? It's only 9 minutes long. She is slightly sped up just a little bit because I don't want her to be too fast for you guys. And if I have to skip anything, I will. I will, as always, link her full video down below in case you want to go check it out. But let's get her on full screen and let's just get into this hot mess express.
Hello, welcome to a new vlog.
Hi Amber, you're looking as big as ever, but tell us again how you're 480 some pounds.
Coming at you super freaking frustrated, I'm not gonna lie. So as you guys know, I was supposed to get a CT scan like a week ago and
I don't understand why she literally couldn't go back the next day and get it. I've said it before, if the weight limit on the machine was 500 and she weighed exactly 500, since this was a cancer rule-out scan, they would have done it because technically she was at the top end of the weight limit. But suppose they wouldn't do it. All she had to do was say, let me come back tomorrow or over the, next week. Go home, takes a poop. She's down 5 pounds because she takes big poops. She's under the limit. She could have had it taken at that exact place. So why the delay in having to find another facility to scan her? It's because she lied about probably both the limit of the CT machine and her actual weight. But anyways, girl, tell us how you didn't do anything to set up healthcare when you got to Oklahoma. But tell us how you're frustrated with the medical system.
Weight was the exact weight, so I couldn't get it. So I had to reschedule at a different place.
Lies.
And so that CT scan was literally today. I got a call from them like 10 minutes ago saying, sorry, our computers aren't working, so we're gonna have to reschedule, so you can't come in today. Like,
isn't it odd that I've never had that happen to me in my entire life? And most of you, it probably hasn't, but it happens all the time with Amber. I'm not saying it couldn't have happened, but it's highly unlikely. And I find it odd that this sort of thing happens to Amber all the time. Like the chances of it happening to her so often are just literally slim to none.
Literally, why does this keep happening to me? It's just like, I'm not
because you're lying.
Meant to get this damn CT scan. I understand that like the weight thing is my...
Well, yeah, if you would get yourself down to only being just super morbidly obese instead of super uber morbidly obese, you would have more options open to you.
My fault. And then the fact that their computers don't work, that's no one's fault.
It's not that their computers don't work, Amber. Computers, systems, technology, things happen. Okay, sorry, things happen. And I doubt this actually happened.
But it's just like, I feel frustrated because like my symptoms were back yesterday pretty strong and I just really want to get answers. And I don't want to like head to the ER, even though I was told that if I can't get a CT scan scheduled soon enough to go there. And it's just like, I'm not going to the ER. I'm not going to waste their time. And I'm just keeping my fingers crossed that.
Yeah, Amber, because you really care about wasting time and resources. Let's bring up all the ER appointments you went to. Let's bring up what was it, 8 months? If you're to be believed that you were in the weight loss program, the 8 months of time and resources of that doctor and therapist and dietitian that you wasted because you had no intentions of getting the surgery. Don't act all holier than, oh, I don't want to waste their time and resources. You don't give a crap about anybody's time, anybody's anything, unless you're talking about yourself.
When they call tomorrow, I can get it scheduled for like literally tomorrow or like the next day after that. But this has been just like literally torture trying to get the CT scan and trying to figure out like what's wrong with me. It has been.
You have no idea. You have no idea what torture is, Amber. And there's not enough time in the video to list what's wrong with you, but go on.
And so torturous. I just don't even have words for it.
This woman has no idea what true torture and suffering and misery and hardship is. Yeah, the cancer thing sucked. Yeah, she had some troubles in her childhood, but she's had it a hell of a lot better and easier than a lot of people have.
Hey guys, so it is the next day. I kind of took off yesterday from vlogging or editing or anything like that. I've been vlogging and editing like daily for a while now, which I love, but I just like am really
You don't love it.
scared of like this whole thing going on with me, and I kind of just needed like me time.
The woman who lives by herself, doesn't work, puts minimal effort into her job, and doesn't do a damn thing for herself, doesn't even have to drive herself anywhere. Yeah, this woman is so busy and so stressed out that she needed me time. She needed time off. Amber, you would literally crumble into a million pieces and die if you had to live the normal life of an average person or one of your viewers for like 2 days. She couldn't do with it. She's too physically and mentally and emotionally fragile. God.
Excuse the siren.
She's actually pitiful.
Patiently waits. I hope everyone's okay.
And then she has to throw that in, and it's not even believable. Okay, patiently waiting for the sirens. Hope everyone's okay. She just said that out of obligation because she feels like that's what she should say. And she can't even feign like legitimate concern. She doesn't give a shit if anybody is okay. All she cares about is, oh, this is the 2 minutes in the day I wanted to record, and those freaking sirens are interrupting me. Like, she doesn't give a shit about anybody else. And I hate when she acts like she does, because she can't even fake it convincingly anymore.
I did get a call today, and my CT scan is scheduled again.
Yay!
The third time tomorrow. So let's keep our fingers crossed. I'm probably not really gonna film anything. Oh, I try to be like cognizant of like sirens because I'm
big word. I'm so proud. Amber said cognizant. Now say hungry, and say eggs, and say ornament.
Means like something bad is happening, and I don't know, I feel like I shouldn't vlog during that. Anyways, I don't even
You don't care, Amber. I'm not even
remember what I was saying, but I just don't think that I'm gonna vlog today because
you're so tired and stressed out. Boo freaking who. Whatever.
Just need time. I just feel really sad.
Amber, all you have is me time. All you have is you time. You have no responsibilities, nobody to take care of. You think of nobody other than yourself. Your life consists of me time.
My symptoms are gone again, so they very much are back and forth.
They're waxing and waning, Amber, and that can happen with certain things.
So I don't really know what's going on. I just hope the CT scan can.
You know what'll make you feel better? A giant burger and fries from Five Guys. No, she shouldn't eat that, but you know she's going to, because you know ultimately this woman does not want to change and thinks deep down, even though she likes to fake it for the camera, she really truly thinks she doesn't have to. Which I can't believe. I can't believe she thinks that.
Tell me something, and yeah, so that's tomorrow. I will probably vlog tomorrow, so I'll see you guys then. Hello guys, it is the next day. I'm about to leave for my CT scan. I'm hoping that we actually get this thing done today because I need some answers.
Well, if you didn't eat yourself out of being able to fit into the borehole, then you can have it.
So I'm actually about to leave right now, so let's go. But first, I'm about to take out my trash. I do have a trash valet, but I don't mind walking it to the dumpster myself.
I'm sure you do, Amber, and I'm sure you're only saying that for the video. You know you use that damn trash valet.
So that's usually what I do.
Which, fine, whatever. Who cares? It's part of her service. Who cares? But it's just the fact that she's faking and lying about, I do all this stuff, and I love doing all this stuff, and I clean, and I do all this stuff, and it's just like, it's the lying that's frustrating.
Just got home.
Oh, I sense fake tears. I sense tearless, dry crying. God, let's get into it. And you see how bad it is. Like so many of us, myself included, started out really having high hopes for her, caring, being concerned. And I don't like to be that person that doesn't care or like completely loses hope for somebody. But like, that's really where I'm at with Amber and Foodie Duty.
But I don't mind walking it to the dumpster myself, so that's usually what I do. So I just got home and I'm feeling really emotional. Like, it was a fast process and everyone there was super sweet, but I just felt like
yeah, because it's not just for you, Amber. Generally, people that work in a public service are, for the most part, generally pretty nice and pleasant. And then this is where we're going to get into some angry, ranting medical worker Chris. So just be ready, because that's what's about to start coming.
After the CT scan, I felt like the radiologist like acted different. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know if it's my anxiety or what it is, but like,
it's your dumb assery, Amber. Okay, here we go. Lesson time, boys and ghouls. Let's get into it. First of all, and she can listen to this and say, oh, she's wrong. That's not what happened at my appointment. That's not how it works here. Listen to me. What I'm saying is right. What she's saying is wrong, because she likes to catastrophize everything and make things seem more dramatic to get more victim points. And she's dumb as a mud post. Okay. As we say out here in the country. She did not see the radiologist. It was a radiology tech, or a CT scan tech, who did her scan. Now, these people are not medically licensed doctors. That being said, I had looked into it before I went into paramedicine. Being licensed and the training and the schooling that goes into being an x-ray tech or a CT tech or do MRIs, it is very intense. And it is a difficult program, and those people are very skilled and talented and smart. They play a crucial job, because these people have to get these scans right as best as they can, show the doctors what they need to see, and they need to get it right like the first time, because you can't keep, especially with the CTs, you can't keep doing them over and over if you mess up, because you're exposing people to radiation that's not healthy, and you don't want to do it more than you have to. So who she saw was the radiology techs. She did not see the radiologist. The radiologist is in another part of the building. He could be in another place. He could be at home. Okay. Like, I know sometimes for ER and stuff like that, hospitals, sometimes on off shifts at night, the actual doctor, the radiologist, is at home or somewhere else or on call, and they can actually fax them over the image, or they have ways to read it at home, and they will read it from home and then call or send their reports over and stuff like that. She did not see the radiologist. She saw a tech. Let me see what else she says first.
My anxiety or my gut or my thoughts are telling me she saw something, but she's not able to tell me, obviously. I don't know.
They are legally not allowed to tell you, because they are not doctors. They are very familiar with anomalies on tests and scans and stuff like that. They probably know what a lot of them are, but they are not licensed and legally allowed to tell you, to diagnose you. That is for the doctor. A doctor will come in. An RN, nobody will tell you except the doctor. That is law. That's medical scope of practice. So they couldn't tell you.
I don't explain it. I just felt like there was like an energy shift, and
they were probably just happy the CT scan could scan you, Amber.
It's like freaking me out. She told me that if I don't get a call by Monday, to definitely call my doctors and see if they got my results. I don't know. It's just like the way she worded it made it seem urgent, but like, it could just be me being like truly scared.
It is, Amber, because they will tell everybody that, like, especially if what you said, you can get your results within a couple hours, although it was like the end of the day and a weekend. Yeah, they'll just tell you. If you don't hear back in a day or in a couple days, call your doctor. That's normal. That's what they will say to anybody, everybody, no matter what the scan results are. And there is no way this radiology tech or techs acted different, started acting like, oh my gosh, they're worried, they're scared, there's doom in the air, giving scary looks and concern. They did not do that. Just like if a CT scan comes back seemingly normal, they don't cheer and laugh and give the patient thumbs up and yeah, because something could be wrong that they can't see. She's basically saying these people were indicating her results to some degree and that they were acting out of their scope of practice in a bad and unprofessional manner. And if they did do that, then they by all rights should be fired, because that is not appropriate to act in a way that would give people either a false sense of security about their results or make people feel scared when there may not be a reason to. That just, it didn't happen. And she's giving these people a bad look and a bad name. They didn't do that. They didn't only do it to her, because everything always happens to Amber. They told her to wait, and if she didn't hear in a couple days, to call her doctor, because that's what they tell everybody. It's like, hey, you got this test. You're waiting for something. They're busy. If you don't hear from them in a day or two, give them a call and ask them what's up. It's standard protocol. So she's catastrophizing. She's trying to make this sound bad to kind of garner views and empathy and engagement. These people did not do that. She did not see the radiologist. They did not give her any indications. They didn't start acting a certain way. And frankly, it pisses me the fuck off when she does this. Okay. And she can't say I'm wrong, because I know this is right. I know this is right. Myself, a perfect example is when I was on the ambulance and I was out there in the world, I had standard standing orders and protocols. I could do and treat certain things based on my assessments. And then if anything was out of the ordinary or I needed to do something different, I would call a doctor at the hospital, medical command, tell them the situation, and the doctor would say, don't do anything else. Just get them here. Or they would say, okay, I give you permission to do this, this, and this. And then at that point, the care you are providing is advanced, out of your scope of practice, but under that doctor's care, under that doctor's orders. And then you document that very plainly. Once I got to the ER, my scope of practice stopped. Because once you get into the ER, there were different standing orders that switched over to the doctors and nurses and stuff like that. If obviously I was helping administer care and they said, oh, keep doing CPR or flush this med, that's different. But my scope of practice stopped at the ER. When I worked in the ER, okay, and when I was in the ER, perfect example of this is like heart care. I did in the ambulance, EKGs, heart monitors, 12 leads, all that kind of stuff. I could read those. I could diagnose them. I would confirm things with medical command, and I could treat patients. I could cardiovert them. I could shock them if they were in cardiac arrest, give them medicines, make the call to send them to a heart center, to a cath lab, whatever. I know how to do it. I know what a 12 lead says. I know what reading it out says. I said, this means this means this, this is what's going on. In the ER, when I worked in the ER, one of my jobs is like an advanced CNA, ALS tech. One of the reasons they transferred me to the ER was because I could do 12 leads and stuff like that. And I knew what they said. Do them, look at them. Most other CNAs are not trained in that, but because I was a paramedic, I was. I could look at the 12 lead and know 100% what was going on with that patient. Oh my God, you're having a heart attack. This is the kind you're having. This is what's going on. Could not give any indication to that patient that I knew, or that I knew what was going on, or that something was good or bad. Just do the test, take the leads off. Okay, all right, the doctor will be in, and you go out. Now, luckily, I had the advantage where I could go away. Doctor, whoever's working in the ER right now, you might need to look at this pretty quickly, because I could tell if something was kind of very emergent or not. And he would go, oh, okay. But I couldn't say anything to that patient. It would be unprofessional. It would be overstepping my boundaries, and my ass would get fired and you could get sued. So that's where I really wanted to take time in this video, because she's just lying and she's catastrophizing. These people, isn't it weird that Amber just always happens to get the short end of the stick with the medical care system? And she always gets the people making mistakes, misdiagnosing, acting a different way, rescheduling her file. Do you realize, like, it's not the medical system, it's Amber and her lack of responsibility and not having follow through, and just her straight up making up stories. There.
I'm just glad the CT scan is over with, and I'm just nervous for, like, what's actually happening.
Well, Amber, you can't say that. You can't say that, because you said that before, and then you went and got sugary drinks and macaroni and cheese at fast food places and a bunch of processed pasta and junk and snacks at Trader Joe's. No, you don't get to act like you're afraid, because again, for like what, the third time this week, in a week's time, I'm telling you, what are you changing? Nothing. You started taking Ozempic. You're having minor results because the Ozempic is kicking in. You're not using it to make any changes, and you're going to quit it. So, like, sorry, but ask anybody if they care anymore. We've used up our care and concern for you. You've abused it.
I need to go have a moment. I need to go have a breakdown real quick.
Oh, have a moment, have a breakdown situation type deal moment. Ask us if we give a poop.
Just, like, let it happen, because the whole way home I was...
And I'm not trying to be mean, but anything that happens at this point, health-wise, is to some degree her fault because of her actions. Or lack of inaction, and straight up abuse of her body, refusal to lose any meaningful weight, and change her diet. And that's sad, and I don't like to be that person to say that, but to a degree, her actions and behaviors, or lack of actions, her choices, have something to do with whatever's going on, if something is in fact going on.
Fighting tears back. And now that I'm home, I just want to let it out. So I'm going to go do that, and I will see you guys in a little bit. Okay, guys, so it has been about 5 hours.
And she looked like she hit the Delta gummies or something.
Since that last clip, and I'm feeling a lot better. Of course, I'm having tons of intrusive thoughts and anxiety, but I have calmed down a lot. I'm going to try my very hardest not to worry myself to death, because I really don't know what's going on. And it's like, whatever it is in this moment, there's absolutely nothing I can do about it. And
that's right. But you can start making actual changes that you've been told to make for years, so that if everything does come out well, you don't have to worry about this again. She's not going to. She's not going to. At some point, we're going to get a video of Amber doing this, and the result is going to be not good, and it's not going to be something she can blow off, like, and she can't ignore. It's going to happen. Could be this year, could be next year, could be 5 years. I don't know. I predicted a major health event for her, possibly in 2024 for the new year, or definitely sometime in 2025. That was my prediction. And here we are. So I hope I'm not right, but, you know, like, if it looks like a duck and quacks like a duck, you know what I mean?
Until I find out what is wrong, and then we go from there. I'm just actively really freaking scared, but I'm trying to find things to just, like, distract me and things.
Go play some Fortnite and eat some, like, processed pasta and hash browns and wash it down with some salamis.
Me happy. So I'm actually about to go film a TikTok. So I'm gonna...
Oh God. Okay. Those I can't even do reviews on. Go watch Jordan at the ankle. Watch his channel. He reviews those, and God bless them, because they are so cringe that I can't get through them. I can't do it.
Gonna do that. I've done a lot of journaling today. Did some of my Batman Lego. I've played with my fur babies. I've watched some...
Did you take Twinkie out on a few walks? Huh? Did you? Didn't mention that.
Some YouTube, things that make me happy.
Oh, well, okay. No, of course then she didn't go for a walk with Twinkie, because she said do things that make her happy, and that doesn't make her happy. And that probably means she snacked a lot too.
And that has helped, like, take stuff off my mind. I've also done some cameos today, which were hard to do, but it was a responsibility that I have and a priority. And they honestly...
When do you care about responsibilities and priorities, Amber?
Honestly made me really happy. That's initially what kind of took me out of this, like, crazy weird breakdown area that I was going towards. I think.
And at this point, she needs to just do something to occupy herself. Because, like, you know, you can't just sitting there dwelling on it's not going to change anything. But why doesn't she cook some healthy food? Why doesn't she go for a walk? One of the worst things she did was get rid of that QB that wifey paid a lot of money for, because she could sit there and do that while she's watching her TV or playing Fortnite or doing her Legos. It's literally a little pedal foot thing that she could do sitting on her ass on the couch. If this woman is too lazy to use a little pedal thing for 10 minutes, 2 or 3 times a day, that you're literally sitting on your couch doing, there's no hope.
I think I'm actually about to go sit outside and kind of just enjoy the weather. It's like in the
You don't enjoy outside, Amber.
70s right now, and it feels really good. Hi guys, so it is the next day and I did sleep in my makeup and in my clothing. I have not been doing that lately.
Sure, Amber.
But last night it was just a lot for me, and I wanted to go to sleep a lot earlier than usual. So I took my melatonin a lot earlier than usual. I got in bed and I said, I'm gonna go to sleep. I don't care that I'm wearing my clothing. I don't care that I have makeup on my face. I just felt like that was such small issues.
You couldn't even take that like lacy top off and like just put on a t-shirt?
In the large grand scheme of things. So I was like, you know what? Don't care. And this morning, because I woke up at like 5 a.m. Yeah, it was pretty early.
I don't know if I buy that.
It was like 3 hours later at like 8. The fire alarms here started going off like crazy. And I was like, oh my God, what's happening? So
Well, Amber, that's what happens when you don't want your own place and you decide to live your life renting an apartment, and you live in an apartment building with a bunch of other people. Shit's going to happen. Other people wake up during the day and have to get up and get moving and do things. So these are inconveniences you just choose to live with.
So, you know, you have to round up your animals and you have to go evacuate. That's like what we're supposed
I don't believe she rounded up those cats
to do. And then so the firefighters came and couldn't find anything, so we were all allowed back in the building. And then it happened again 30 minutes later. I don't really know. This happened before a few months ago and they couldn't really find anything. I don't really know, but we're safe, we're sound, everything's good over here.
Well, sometimes there's problems with the alarm system. Things trigger it, or with the sprinklers. People like do things like a candle is burning too close to a smoke alarm. A real common thing is like burning popcorn in the microwave or bacon or something like that.
But I do want to end this vlog, but we're going to do some questions of the day, because you guys do know I enjoy that.
I can't stand these things because I can't.
I know you guys enjoy it, so let's do it. What did you mean when you said your mom's shoes match her hair? I think you're talking about this clip. You can't tell, but they're purple. On camera, they look gray. Yeah, they match your hair. So what I meant by that is my mom actually, the top of her hair, like right here, is purple because she dyed her hair like this purpley color, and the only part that like accepted that was right here. So her hair's like purple. So whenever she's wearing like purple ears,
she's doing damage control. She was absolutely knocking her mom for gray hair because she said they're gray. They look gray. They match her. She knew that's exactly what she meant. That's how she would take it. I think she gets mad that people defend her mom and that they give her shit for being rude to her mom, because her mom does everything. I mean, let's face it, this woman would be screwed without her mom right now. And I think she's jealous because her mom is losing more weight, doing a lot better, getting more positive comments, and her mom has healthier, fuller, thicker hair than Amber does. I think she's jealous of a lot of things.
earrings or a purple shirt, and then she had on purple shoes. I always say that it matches her hair because it literally...
She's mad because her mom has giant boobs too, and Amber has giant everything except boobs and lips.
Does. And I was actually saying in that clip that for some reason on the camera you guys couldn't see that they're actually very purple, but for some reason on camera it didn't look that way. So yeah, I was saying that
if you meant that, you would have actually clarified it, Amber.
Purple matched her hair, because I actually
she's such a shady
that to her like the minute I saw her, which was hours prior to that clip. Why do you sound so different in the last few vlogs? You don't seem like yourself. The only thing I can think of is like maybe the mixture of like fear, and
she has to pretend that she's so worried and that she's so profoundly moved by this and so motivated to change. It's just an act. Nobody asked her this.
And honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, this is the longest I've been sober in a very long time.
I don't believe this too. She's like really trying to put on this act like, oh, I was just so strung out on these these deltas and this THC and all that, but you can't give me crap now. And you know, the drinking, you can't give me crap now, guys, about the food, because I've beat drinking. I've quit drinking, and I've quit THC and vaping and stuff and smoking and stuff. So I've done all these things. Look at my success. When the fact is she said she quit vaping. She's stressing that very much. She's still pounding the gummies. You know that. She's just taken the THC, the Delta 8 in a different form. And her one and only true habit she needs to be sober from is the food. And she's making no attempt to change that. She's using all this to seem like she had so many obstacles to overcome and that she's made so much progress and done so much stuff. She hasn't done shit.
I was smoking daily, and I was doing that for years. And I haven't been sober like this. I want to say 99% of the time when I was filming, I was usually high. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, and that's like such a great thing to brag about. I'm a super morbidly obese person who is super sick, and I was also like drunk and high and smoking. Okay.
And I have now been sober for almost 2 weeks. So I'm very proud of that. I'm telling you, no smoking.
Of course you are, because why wouldn't you be proud of something, Amber? Come back when it's been 2 months, 4 months, 8 months. I don't believe it. She's not vaping, maybe, which I think she probably still is, but she's definitely just going back to her preferred form, which is candy form.
No drinking, no nothing, just absolutely sober.
And you weren't like a raging alcoholic, Amber, so it's not like you really had anything to beat as far as like drinking.
I feel better. I feel like my brain knows how to work right now in my life.
And suddenly there's so much clarity and stuff. See, it's all just an act.
I know that I don't need it, so that is why I'm just not going there. How long were you on Ozempic before, and how much did you lose when you were on it? So I was on it for like 2 months, and I think I lost around like 21 pounds.
And she made up every excuse in the book to quit, and she admitted she wasn't increasing the dose like she was supposed to because she knew she needed to, and it was working, and she didn't like that. So she came up with excuses to her doctor to not move ahead with the next step of the dosage of the medication. That's what she's going to do this time too. Because the more you take, the more it works. And well, we can't have that, can we?
So already I feel like I'm going to be doing a lot better because, like I said, I haven't been sober in forever. And when I did Ozempic last time, I thought I was going to get sober and I didn't. Oh, my girlfriend's.
No, you purposefully took a bunch to get the munchies and help you eat your way through the effects of the Ozempic.
Call me, hold on.
Oh yeah, your girlfriend's calling you. I totally believe that.
Wowzers. Hi. I forgot that I didn't end this video. Still, I have not ended this video. I literally was just editing.
Amber, nobody believes you've been outside. Get your cataract glasses off of your head.
And I was like, oh, okay. Also, as for, I was talking about the Ozempic. Yeah, I lost about 21 pounds in like 2 months. Prior to that, the whole year before that, I lost 81 pounds.
No, you didn't. You totally didn't. You lied about that. I don't believe it for a minute. No. Amber, you haven't lost 80 or 100 pounds ever. Maybe in total, but not ever.
Myself. But Ozempic allowed me to hit 100 pounds down. I have my whole journey of my Ozempic journey here on YouTube, so you can definitely go watch that.
There's no need to. There's no need to. It wasn't worth it. Go watch a compilation channel. They'll sum it up real quick.
But anyways, I do want to end this video appropriately now. I hope that you guys did enjoy it, and
I didn't, but okay, Amber. Anyways, I'm gonna go move on to the next video. I hope you like the video. I hope the rant wasn't too crazy. And I hope I clarified a lot of things because I'm telling you, that's how it is. And Amber likes to and does a very good job of making medical professionals look like unprofessional pieces of crap. And I, as a former medical professional, once a paramedic, always a paramedic, even though I'm not a practicing one, still was one, still have the heart of one, still would help anybody if I needed to. It's insulting. And it bothers me for fellow medical care providers everywhere. Anyways, I hope you like this video. Please do all the things, the like, the subscribe, the comment, the share, whatever you want to do. If you want to leave an emoji, I don't know what emoji you can use for this video. I don't know. Put a fire, fire or a little alarm bell, something like that, because she talked about that. And I will get these posted for you, and I will see you in the next video. So have a good one, guys.